to the GFNJ podcast YouTube channel. This is a recap, review, possibly rant on The Last of Us Part Dos. I am your host, Enterprise. With me is sometimes my friend
Felix. How you doing?
How's it going? I have played and finished The Last of Us Part Dos completely. Mi compa has not. I just wanted to make that clear.
Oh, fuck no.
But you know everything you need to know to hold and have a conversation.
Yeah, well, I've listened to so much stuff.
So you know more than most, I would say.
I could, yeah.
Without even playing the fucking thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get into the review real quick. I'm going to try to do my best to not spoil for the review. I will send you guys on your merry way, catch your eye down the road. And then we're going to go into full-blown spoily cast.
I don't think you're gonna spoil it. You're not me.
No, I'm professional. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Anyway. So I was gonna spoil it. No. So obviously there's been a lot of controversy around the story of this game. I will not touch on the story in the first section of the review.
Yeah, you can.
But the fact that the story is the only gripe with people really have anything negative to say about it says how dope the gameplay, the visuals, everything else is, mechanics. It improved on a combat system that I didn't think it was that great or fulfilling. This combat system feels way better.
In what way?
You have more control with the dodging, and it feels more impactful. So this whole game is about impact.
Okay.
Both in the story, in your life, in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in this fucking game is impactful. Your character walking has impact. You can listen to it. The enemies have impact. Shooting the gun. Shooting the guns. The sound is impactful.
The sound design is amazing.
The sound design is fucking gorgeous. I would go to benches where you upgrade your guns just to listen to her disarm the fucking gun because it sounds so beautiful and amazing. I love that fucking sound.
The sound and what she does, because I remember the first one you just take off the backpack and start crafting. And I've seen that in this one, she takes apart the gun.
Yeah,
she does
she files it. Depending on what you're upgrading it, she does whatever it is according you need to do towards the gun to able to file it down to add something. It's just amazing. So, story is takes place right after the second one.
First one.
The first one. They're in Jackson. They're in a little settlement. Shenanigans ensue. Ellie has to set out an adventure. That's all I'm going to talk about the story. Okay. So you're out and about. You travel through Seattle. You go up to Seattle. You come down back to Seattle. That's basically where you're at. Mm-hmm. It does. The whole world feels cohesive. Like, okay, I'm back into the Last of Us world. Everything feels like it's the same world from the first game. Everything, the fauna is overgrown. You don't see many aminals as you see in the first one.
Yeah, in the first one there's a little bit more, but background-wise.
Yeah, but everything looks amazing. The lighting in this game is amazing. That is very... They use lighting to kind of point you in the right direction. So you might be in a store that there's a lot of get to this point, but to get to that point you need to go through 5 buildings.
Oh damn.
So it's a lot of like it's right there, but I can't get right there. I need to go all the way the fuck around. Mm-hmm. So you're inside of buildings a lot, and they use lighting to point you in the right direction. If you have to hop on and crawl through a vent or something, they use lighting like, oh, there's a hole right there or whatever.
Do they use, because I was watching the retro playthrough of the first one, do they use the Naughty Dog yellow, which is something they...
A little bit. Yeah.
Because in the first one it was blatant.
It's green and red in this one.
Okay.
So green is like, okay, there's good things, and then red is more like, there's bad guys over there.
Go get fucked up.
Like, chill. And as for bad guys, we have 2 different groups of humans. Ones are the Scars, which are like the religious type who use more bows and that kind of weapons. And the other ones, and the other ones are the wolves, the WLFs, who are kind of like a different society. Those they use more guns and machine guns and yada yada yada, but they both use dogs. And what the dogs do is that they can smell you and find you. I love dogs. Yeah, it hurts me to hurt dogs.
You're an advocate for canine race.
I blew those sons of bitches up because they're gonna catch me.
Okay.
I blew those motherfuckers up. I'm sorry, doggies. I did it a lot. So the game design, the level design in this game is amazing, where you can approach a scenario very sneakily. You can sneak by and no one can see you, which I tried to do every time. What ended up happening is a motherfucking gunfight. I can hold my own in a gunfight. Headshots galore. Fuck you. Moving on. So the game is very paced out. Like, the game elements are exploration, and you sneak around, you have gunfights, you creep around, there's cutscenes, there's moments in the story that like I call them like breaks.
Okay. Yeah. Like after the shit goes down.
There's just one little speck of moment over here that you're gonna have on your own. That it kind of feels out of place with the whole thing that they're doing, but it's a moment that you're gonna have over here aside of the whole story. And then you're gonna have chase set pieces. There wasn't as many set pieces, but you're gonna have all those elements in one way, in one order or another. So you're either gonna do one, just randomize that order, and that's basically the whole game. There is a lot of exploration. There is a lot of opening empty drawers, but you don't know what's in there. You need to open it to craft elements like. Craft bombs, you craft Molotovs, you craft arrows at one point.
Craft everything.
You craft everything. But I never felt, well, there was a couple moments, but the game helps you with it, where ammo and stuff were scarce. So I did feel like, oh shit, but it wasn't never really, oh shit. You know, I didn't feel in danger because of the combat. If I felt myself I was in trouble, I'd run up against a motherfucker and stick an axe in their neck, as you do.
Yeah.
And that enemy would usually drop ammo. But the shooting feels smooth. It helps. Like there's a definite increase in your skills once you improve and upgrade the weapons. Stability for once.
It's noticeable.
Yeah, like once I upgraded my guns. It was headshot. I was John Wick in that motherfucker. You could not stop me, bro. You could not stop me. There's only a handful of different zombies.
They put one or two new ones. One, right?
A couple new ones.
Okay.
But you still get the clickers, who are nasty in sound design. Those are the nastiest shit ever.
They still give me the fucking creeps.
They're dope. And then you get the scramblers, which are the regular ass zombies. And that's what you see.
No, scramblers is the new one, right? Because the
shamblers, I think.
No, runners, clickers, and bloaters.
And then what the fuck are shamblers? Shamblers are the normal ones.
Well, I don't know. You played the second one.
I'm telling you, why you argue me, bitch? Okay. Anyway, the regular ass zombies. And then you got big fat gooey zombies. Those are the bloaters, I think, who explode this very nasty spore that infects your ass. And then
wait, isn't Ellie immune?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Well, hold on.
Oh.
I mean, she's immune.
Oh.
She is immune.
Okay.
She's immune.
Yeah.
Somebody else might not be. Anyway.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's this one that's spoiling. I'll get to that later. All in all, it's a fantastic game. I felt so many things with this game. I felt rage. I felt impotence. No, like I don't want to do that.
You
like,
can't.
There's nothing you can fucking do about it. We'll get into that later. But if you're a fan, you have whether.
You have to experience it
experience it for yourself. Whether in your world, because I like to say that we each have our own world. Like whatever's in your news feed and your world feed is different than mine.
Yeah.
So even if in your world feed you get a lot of negativity on this game, you still owe it to yourself, if you are a true fan, to play it and establish an opinion for yourself. We'll get into opinions all if I come around to it. Also, as a game, like, forget the story. As a game, it's
solid.
It's fucking fantastic. You use rope sometimes, and the rope physics is a giant thing because it's so simple, yet no one else does it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Like when the grappling hook in the Uncharted one?
Kind of, but just the rope physics, the way the rope moves, and you can literally hang it up on anything. It's something so simple, but no other game has done it.
Okay.
Naughty Dog's attention to detail is insane.
Yes, they are.
And they need to be commended for that. So the people who disagree with where the story went and did not give the game a fair shake just because they don't like where the story went, you're disrespecting the game.
I actually saw a review from Angry Joe. He was, again, gripes with the story. But he said, story aside, this is perfect.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
I told you, I was halfway through. I see no problems with what's going on right now.
Yeah.
You know? I didn't agree with what the story was going, but I have no problems with it.
But that's the story.
That's the story. So that's the review. If you guys still have not played it, go back and play it. If the first one is a 10, it's a 10. Fuck you. It's a 10.
Okay.
I wanted to change the way we review games. I wanted to give it prices.
Okay.
So if the first one it's
that's
$60 game,
price.
Full price $60. This is a $60 game. Yes.
Okay. Oh.
Like Resident Evil 3 because it's $3. I mean 3 hours. That's a $20 game. You know. That's how we're gonna start reviewing now with prices. How much I would spend. I'm glad. I'm okay with spending $60.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a way better rating than numbers.
Yes, it's worth your fucking money.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. If you do not want to know what happens in the story, goodbye. I love you. Talk to you later. Always and forever you to you.
Bye.
Now.
Before you start with the thing.
Before I start.
Okay.
Don't spoil.
No, I'm not going to spoil.
Well, spoil. Goodbye. Spoiler. Warning.
I haven't played the first one through and through. I've played half of it, and actually I played with you.
Yeah.
But seeing a lot of people play it, I want to play it because I know I am not gonna play how everybody else plays it. Because I was frustrated watching because
I'm a Rambo, son.
Like, you're Rambo. I try to go stealth, but I'm down for shooting motherfuckers in the face.
Yeah.
But I was kind of frustrated because I said, okay, I would have done this, but the other people did not do it, and some did it, some don't. But I'm like you said, you have to do it, and if I get the chance, I would love to play the first and second one through and through.
Yeah,
I would like to experience it.
I tried to do everything stealthy, but it was like a movie. Like I tried to do stealthy, and then I step on a bottle, and they're like, "Oh, he's over there." Like, fuck.
What difficulty do you play it?
I just do normal.
Okay.
I'm not a masochist. I start out normal. So these are my notes.
Okay.
Just by putting it in, giggity, it feels monumental, like the end of a series, or the next season that you were highly anticipating. It was just I feel giddy just waiting for the fucker to load. Right? And kudos to them, because once you start going, unless you die, even if you die, like the first loading screen is when you start going, right? You put it in, you like start game, new game, or continue, whatever. The only loading you see is once you get into the game.
Okay, yeah.
Once you're in the game, there really isn't much loading. Even if you die, there might be like 3 seconds, right? Like when you die now, you get tips, right? So by the time you finish reading the half of the tip, you can press X and just jump in again.
Oh wow!
So it's really quick. And one of the things that I didn't like was that sometimes it would jump you forward a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Just say like 5 steps from where I actually died. So if I turn a corner, ghetto. So if I turn a corner, or if I die before the corner, sometimes they will put me at the turn of the corner.
Okay.
So I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Where the hell am I? And I turn on, I'm like, oh, it was the corner. You know? Okay. I'm like, wait, puto, I'm still exploring. So I go back and look around and I continue to explore. The game starts out recapping the first one, right?
Okay.
And then it jumps you to Ellie waking up, and they're part of the Jackson. And then there's little drama, right? Whatever. And she goes out with Dina. Dina is her mija, right? And you start to play as Ellie, and you're playing as Ellie. Okay, yada yada yada. And then you're like, all right, we gotta go do this. We gotta go do that. Okay, they're talking about Joel. They're talking about drama that happened the night before, which is what they revealed at E3 a couple years ago with the kiss.
Oh, smart.
So I like how the game is like, okay, I know you watched this, so you know what the fuck we're talking about. So they kind of explain
so
it's
not in the game,
right? No, it's not. It is in the game.
Oh,
that's the other thing that shook me. That's almost towards the fucking end of the game.
Oh,
I'll get to that in a second. But anyway, they're talking about all that, and then Joel and Tommy are out for a thing, and they haven't come back. You're like, oh shit, what the fuck? Okay, we go. No, El Chinito was going to replace Tommy and Joel. So they go out, right? Then all of a sudden, really randomly, the game goes, here you go. Here's this other random ass lady. Take it away. I'm like, hold the fucking phone. Who the fuck is this? Who new phone? Who this? What's going on? I don't know what's going on, right? I'm confused. I just
shoved it.
I just took control of this other bitch, right? And you didn't even know what the name is. I have the subtitle that says person, talking to person. So it's that's not a Naughty Dog detail. It's not until they say each other's names that now the name comes up.
Okay, that was cool.
So because the first game's opening is so iconic and impactful and hurtful and emotional, I'm holding my ass cheeks. Because I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Yeah, you're expecting something.
I'm expecting something, right? And from the trailers and the marketing and everything that this game has done up until this point,
you can assume shit.
I can assume shit. There were theories that Joel was going to die. The very first trailer was Ellie playing the guitar, and they're like, well, Joel taught her how to play that guitar, and now she's pissed and she's going to go kill the people that, whatever, right? So you're like, okay, Joel's probably dead. That makes sense. That's enough motivation for Ellie to go and whoop some ass. With more trailers coming out, the marketing goes, well, she has a girlfriend, right? That she likes. So I go, oh shit, the girlfriend gonna die. Why? Because also in the marketing, there's a very specific moment in like one of the second trailers that Ellie's gonna go and shoot people, and someone grabs her, puts their hand behind her. She turns around, quote unquote, and it's Joel. Oh shit! So Joel doesn't die, homie. Fuck. So it's gonna be the little mija that's gonna finna die.
Simon.
So I'm waiting for this bitch to die.
Lo and behold,
you take control. These are my thoughts while I'm playing, right? Okay. So you take control of this other woman, right?
I want to know what the fuck.
You don't play much in the first 45 minutes.
You're just controlling shit.
You're just controlling shit, trying to get in the feel. You have to have patience. You hate killing dogs, and it's very much metaphor of what the game does, forcing you to do things you don't want to do. The game is also very stressful, just like the other one. There's a lot of tension building, right? Because I'm thinking Dina's gonna die, right? So you take place of this lady, and she's talking to Owen. It's revealed that it's Owen, and she's like, "Yo, what the fuck? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?" And you assume they're talking about Joel. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There's a horde of zombies that come out of nowhere. It gave me Days Gone flashback. There wasn't a whole lot of hordes in the first one like that, where you have to run and there's a whole set piece or whatever. They're running away. They run back to their camp, guided by, like, held by Joel and Tommy. So they go to a little resort. They go to a little thing. They're chilling there, right? I don't know if it's overblown to explain all this, but whatever. Hopefully, if you already know this, I'm sorry. It's just the way I can process it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have problem with that.
Yeah, that
Joel had his guard down and trusted this girl.
And I actually heard both sides of the story.
That's the whole game. Both sides of the story. So what happens in the cabin?
Well, not character-wise, but like he would not let his guard down.
Yeah.
But he's an old man now.
And he's been in Jackson for 4 years.
Exactly.
And he's brought people back to their place. And he told Abby, which is that the lady you take control, that we have a whole town coming, Kyle Paca. And she's like, nah, I have my own people over here, right?
Yeah, you start with one Joel, the first one, and you end with a whole other person in the first one.
So once you get to the cabin and it's revealed her true plans is to fuck him up, you take control of Ellie again. This is like in the first 3 to 4 hours it takes this long to do this.
That's long.
And as Ellie, you get to the cabin, you cut somebody in the face, you get knocked down.
Is that the PS Vita scene?
No.
Okay.
That's way before. That's way after. You get into the cabin, you get knocked down, and this is what we see in the trailer of her face down, pleading, "No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it." Me thinking it's for Dina, lo and behold, it's for Joel. So Abby, the player you were just using, takes I want to say like a look like a 7-iron.
But before that,
what?
She blew Joel's knee off.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that because that's not as impactful as literally the next thing that's gonna happen.
Well, no, but that's the first thing I was like, oh shit.
But yeah, she's fucking him up. She's torturing him when you as Ellie coming into the cabin. She's torturing the fuck out of him. So you're like, what the hell's going on? You find that, boom. She takes a sarin iron to Joel's head. Well, 5 times.
Around.
And they show it.
Enough to cave his skull in.
Enough to like rip the fucking 7-iron out of his skull, and there's chunk of Joel still on the fucking 7-iron. I don't know if it was a 7-iron. I'm just saying because I play golf. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. Snob.
And my heart's at my asshole right now. You know? Yes. I'm sitting there going like, oh, damn. Like, it's the same feeling I got on The Walking Dead when they showed how they killed Glenn. Baseball bat to the head, and like his head's all fucking gooey, and like. So I appreciate that there wasn't no
censor.
No, not that. That it was 100% definite.
Yeah.
He did. This ain't no Avengers shit. He gonna come back and sit like
no.
And he's still throughout the whole movie, the whole game movie.
Yeah.
It's basically a fucking movie. So you miss him, but you're still spending time with him, you know.
But it's well, for what I've seen, it's so bittersweet because the first thing I saw from Last of Us 2 was that Joel dying. I was like, oh my god. And then you get the flashbacks and it hurts. It's a bit because you know he's not there anymore. And
those flashbacks are there to provide some kind of context.
Oh yeah, no, completely.
Because up to that, you know that Ellie's just like low key pissed at him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not as much, right? But there's still some tension there. So you're like, what the fuck? So anyway, Joel takes a 7-iron to the brain, and then there's a whole funeral. He's buried. He's dead. There's no coming back. I appreciate that. That was one of the major gripes. Yeah. The fact that they killed Joel.
No, and they spat on his ass.
Yeah. Everybody took turns and spat on him. So the game does a very good job of you fucking hating these people.
Yeah.
I want revenge. We turn into Ellie. We fucking love Joel. We were Joel.
Yeah.
Joel is Zaddy in some people's minds. Shout out to Bubbles. And for you just to take him away like that, some people called it disrespectful.
They did not say. They ripped him away.
I don't feel that to be disrespectful to Joel.
No. I was on that bandwagon, but again, I watched this playthrough and they said it. Joel was not a saint.
No, but because that's the person we use for most of the first game. As gamers, we feel entitled.
Oh yeah.
We feel like we own them. We feel like we know them better than the person who created the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to Neil Druckmann. Yeah. All right, and we don't. that's literally, I'm gonna sound like an old head, but that's part of life. You die, right? It doesn't. The fact that it's not all roses and the fact that it's not all, happy endings makes it more real, because that's how life is, right? You could be happy right now, all of a sudden, boom, something's taken away from you, and you're like, what in the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah.
Now what? Now life isn't predictable anymore. Now I don't know where this is going. You know where I want it to. You know where you want it to go.
Oh yeah.
I want Ellie to kill every motherfucker because I know what she's feeling.
Yeah.
I fucking feel it too. And
they did a banging job on that.
But deaths in video games happen all the time. But this was so divisive that people. I saw people eject the CD from their fucking PlayStation and snap it in half when they saw that scene.
I think that's overkill.
I'm like, all right, bro, but like, you don't want to fucking finish the game to see why or how or what? Like, is this the first 4 hours?
PewDiePie just paused it.
You have more shit to go. Finish it. Those were the leaks that like, he died. And the fact that the leaks were such a big deal, I had a feeling that someone was going to die.
Yeah.
That you weren't agreeing with. Right?
Well, fuck no.
But now, I'm on pins and needles now. Because now they took out Joel. So now what?
And they fucked up Tommy pretty good too, right?
So now I don't know what's going on. So now I keep playing, right? There's a couple Easter eggs. There's a PlayStation 3 there, which is cool. There's a Jack and Daxter. Are they going to remake that? I don't know. That'd be tight. Again, attention to detail. At one point, I see armpit hair on Dina, I think it was. It's like, all right, I got you. The whole game is fucking...
I got you.
I get it. The whole game is fucking heavy. But it's not Evil Within heavy, where I couldn't stop. I had to stop playing after a few hours. I could sit there and play the whole thing if I had the stamina to do so. So the breaks I was talking about, there are a lot of little moments where the first one, Ellie finds a guitar, she picks it up, and she plays Aha's Take on Me, right? And it's fucking dope. And this is probably, for reals, the best use of the fucking PlayStation motion, the censored bar thingy.
The touchpad?
The touchpad, because you're playing the guitar.
Oh, damn.
And the first thing I did after doing that, because I don't know nothing musically, really. Like, I can tell when something sounds bad, but I don't know notes. I don't know nothing. I was like, I bet you people are playing shit on this.
Of course.
I go to YouTube and I saw a whole fucking... I spent I paused it and I watched 9 minutes of people playing, different, fucking
songs.
Metallica, fucking White Stripes. I was like, this is fucking dope. Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm like, fucking people are awesome.
Gamers around the world are amazing.
It was the shit. Yeah, so that's the story. You need to go get and kill Abby, right?
Yeah. And then
you get companions, and the companions aren't useless. I got Immaculate Water. There's drama in between with Dina follows you and she's pregnant. You're like, okay, all right, that was good. And the game doesn't let you relax.
Yeah.
Right? I told you this already, but so there's workbenches, right? And video game logic tells you there's a workbench right there. You're safe. You're good. No te pasar nada.
Breathe.
I walk over to his workbench, but I was trying to get something because you pick something up with the triangle.
Yeah.
And you actually access the workbench with triangle. Go over to the workbench. I hit triangle, but it went to the workbench. I didn't want to go to the workbench. I was trying to pick up scrap next to it. But the game wouldn't let me exit. I was pressing B. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Oh shit, it's like stuck. And then I started to hear footsteps. I'm like, hurry up, bitch, turn around. You're going to get fucked, because I was already trying to get out of there. Turns out one of the fucking wolves grabbed me and scared the shit out of me, and now I'm in a fight. I was like, I was trying to upgrade my motherfucking gun, man. Well, hold on. Pause, and here comes 4 fucks, and you kill the fucks, and I'm like, fuck. Like, the game doesn't let you fucking breathe. The game does not let you relax.
Okay.
But so yeah, the performances in this game is also top fucking notch. Like Troy Baker,
Ashley
Johnson.
Yeah.
It's a shit. The girl who plays Abby. Everybody does a fantastic job. So, the first game is around 16 hours, right? And I had heard that this one was around 30.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at the 20 to 30. So I'm at the 12-hour mark, and everything is coming together, and it starts to feel like I'm on a finish, right? Like Tommy also sets out to get for Joel, but at this point you're in the theater for people who know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm at the theater, so it feels like you're gonna finish. You feel like you're done, right? You're walking out with Tommy. You're walking with the Chinito. The Chinito knows that he the daddy and all this shit. He's like, okay, we're gonna go back to Jackson. We didn't catch Abby. Fuck it. We killed a bunch of people. Kumbaya.
Yeah, you fuck up a lot of those motherfuckers.
You fuck a lot of people. So you're like, all right, we're gonna go home. No, now Abby has a hold of Tommy. Is threatening to kill Tommy. She shot the Chinito in the fucking face, and everything is cut. It ends right there. And it cuts. I'm like, oh shit, what happened, dog? And that's Seattle Day 3. So now it goes back to Seattle Day 1 again, and you take control of Abby now. I'm like, what? I don't want to be Abby right now, bro. She killed our boy, right? She killed our dog, man. She killed our motherfucking Zaddy, dog. I don't want to be Abby right now. Fuck this bitch. You know what I did? I let a dog bit me in the face. I don't want to be Abby.
Neta?
There was a dog right there. I was like, bite me. The dog, I let the dog use my face as a fucking bone. All right? Bite me. Fuck this bitch. Fuck this bitch. She killed our boy. That's our boy.
Yeah.
But you can't continue unless you use fucking Abby.
Okay, PewDiePie kind of lost his shit when he knew he was gonna take control of Abby for a long stretch. Again, he quit the game.
I'm not gonna quit the game because I'm not a puss and I paid $60 for it.
No, he finished it, but he was like, "Fuck it," and he just paused it.
So you take control of Abby. Okay. And the first time you take control, it's snowing, so she's wearing a lot of clothes. Now she's wearing a tank top. This bitch got Hulk Hogan arms, dog. What you gonna do, brother, when Abby runs? Bro, it's distracting, dog. She's got the biggest arms in the game. No, the second biggest arms. Because later, there's this fucking big fat dude who's got arms.
Oh, damn.
But, bro, they were distracting.
Is it safe to say that she's a unit?
And she's a tank. And she fights like a tank. Like you punch clickers in the face.
A la verga.
I don't remember clickers. And you need a shiv to kill clickers.
Yeah, but you can beat the shit out of them. They're
but you can beat the shit out of them. She's good. And I remember being like, fuck, they're force feeding me Abby. I don't want to use Abby, bro. I don't want Abby.
You hate her, guys.
I hate Abby. I don't like her.
Dude, you're physically stressed
I don't
right now.
like it. I did not like it. I was like, no. I killed myself a couple times, yes.
Just
because. I everywhere I was like, oh, is that fire? Let me jump in the fire right quick. Oh, is that a doggy? I would and let him bite me in the face. Is that a clicker? I'm like, come, right?
You farted and they sounded.
And I was like, fuck, okay. So they have different weapons, right? She's got different weapons, right? So they're force feeding you Abby, and they're trying their best to demonstrifying her.
Yeah.
They're showing you the other side, right? And the other side is that allegedly Joel killed her dad. Her dad was the doctor in the first one.
The one you kill at the end?
The one you kill at the end. That was her dad, right? So they showed you that whole scene in the hospital where they're creating moments between her and her dad, walking and hunting and conversing and having a good time. And no, you like this boy, la verga. There's a lot of show like moments.
Mm-hmm. Exposition.
Yeah. You have there's a whole thing, right?
She's not that buff.
No, she's a child. She's around the same age as Ellie. She kind of looks like Ellie. So you're kind of like, okay, Naughty Dog, I think I'm trying to know what you're trying to do right now, right? I see you, bro. I see you, okay? so they're trying to establish these moments and trying to force feed you, and you are just reluctant. You don't want to. She killed our boy, right? Yeah. She could burn in hell for all I care. But then you start going to more, and then it's the same timeline, but it's a wholly different side. So what is she doing, right? So eventually she meets up with these scars, who are runaways. These two Asian kids, right?
Yeah.
You get the older daughter, and this scene was shown also in the E3 previous where she's being hung, right? That whole sequence was dope because you're running in the dark. You can hear the zombies chasing you, and you're just following the light. It's fucking dope. It's fantastic. But the story with them is that they're being exiled from the cult because the little boy Lev is actually trans. So she asked him, "Why are you guys getting kicked out?" And he's like, "Because I cut my hair." And she thought he was fucking around. And while he's talking, as I'm playing before it is revealed, I'm like, it kind of sounds like a girl, yo. Like, it's a little girly, right? And then it turns out he's trying to transition into a boy.
Yeah, post-apocalyptic world, best moment to do that. Well, actually, it would be the best moment to do that.
Also, you bigot, so you don't understand. But those feelings, as I've been told by people, or it's like you're trapped way. So you don't give a fucking what's. That's all they know. That's all the circumstance they know. He's young enough that when the outbreak happened, he didn't know simple things. He's so innocent. He reminds us of Ellie in the first one because you're seeing everything through Ellie's eyes. And now, like at one point, Abby goes like, "All right, cool," and he doesn't understand what the slang "cool" means, and he tries to repeat it, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's cold." You know, and it's very cute, right? So I fucking love Lev. I loved him.
That kind of, what the fuck?
He's dope. It's a fantastic character. But he hasn't done anything wrong to us. So I don't have the negativity towards him, even though he's allegedly a bad guy. But not anymore. Anyway. So the game keeps trying your best to get on Abby's side. And I must say, slowly, it starts to happen. You start to feel like, okay, I get it. Because they try really, like, you spend literally 12 hours with her.
That's a lot.
You spend a whole other half, right? And I'm like, I hate her arms, but okay, she's got good points. Everybody's got good points. This game is all about
perspective.
What's on the other side? I get it. But I like the scars better. I like the kids better. So yeah, but it comes back to our loyalty towards characters, man. You know, like if they kill Batman in a movie, you're gonna fucking riot, right? It's the worst thing ever. You kill Luke in your movie, people are not gonna like it. So you keep going through this journey up until you come up to the theater again.
Before that, what you think about the spicy scene?
That was rough. That was like literally rough.
Yeah.
So she gets raw dogged, all right, on a boat. Like,
oh, is that a boat?
Yeah, it's on a boat.
Oh.
She get fucked, dog. Yeah. Like fucked. And they showed it. I was like, okay, cut, motherfucker, cut. It's uncomfortable and intense. And icky. Cause she still got fucking her neck marks because she was just hung up on a tree.
And they did not start all romantic.
No, they were arguing, and then all of a sudden, and fucking flip her around and bend her over like, yo.
Yeah, that was.
Took her shirt off, and you're like, oh shit, nipple.
That was fucking harsh.
But I still can't see shit because her arms are too fucking big. That's all right. You do you. I will say.
She got raw dogged.
No. I'm not gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say that.
No,
She is. There's no one else like her, really.
Oh,
there are buff characters like that who are female. A female tank. But none of them will come to mind like that. Buff, like I'm telling you, she had the second biggest arms in the game.
I know.
And they don't shy away from it. Like they mention it. You know, she's like it again, detail. While you're walking and exploring and trying to pick shit up, She's doing this shit with her arm.
You just see the whole fucking motion.
No, that's what you do when you work out a lot. You're sore.
Oh, neta?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
So she's doing this with her arms.
That's
because they're fucking hurts. Because she works out, you know, a lot. And they mentioned that she works out a lot. To describe her, they're like, "Oh, this girl built like an ox." Like it's not like it feels like a glitch, but it's not. There's a purpose for it. So I can't fault for it. It personally for me, it distracted. I kept thinking of Hulk Hogan the whole time. All right. So in the sex scene, Hulk Hogan was getting raw dog a little bit. Right. That's what I got. But whatever.
Do it, brother.
Yes. Fuck me, brother. What you gonna do with my juices? Okay. So you come back to the theater. And now it's Abby's perspective. So you see how she sneaks in. She's got Lev with her. And, okay, spoiler alert. Lev's sister dies. Everybody dies. Everybody gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's when I was like, all right, everybody gonna die. Because Ellie killed Abby's friends. It was a little, okay. But it's all about perspective. Ellie kills the guy who fucks her.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who fucks her has a girlfriend who's pregnant.
Oh,
right.
That's where she came from.
Yes. And Ellie kills her.
Her?
Ellie kills them both. Ellie kills everybody. Shit. When she saves Tommy.
That little Terminator.
But she didn't want to. She just wanted to know where Abby was. She was like, tell me. And then they brought the fight.
Okay.
Okay. So to fairness on Ellie, it wasn't on her.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They did it.
Yeah.
But she killed the pregnant lady.
She did it.
And it's like, okay, she killed the pregnant lady and her girlfriend's pregnant. Okay. So it was a little on the nose, a little too much, but I get it. It's fine. Tight. Cool. Perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Now you see the other perspective where she shoots the chinito in the fucking face.
Simone.
Abby does. And she's fucking up Tommy. And she tell Ellie, drop the gun and all that. And you already see this scene, but from Ellie's side.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're Abby, right? And you're like, okay, is she gonna fucking kill fucking Ellie right now? Right?
At the theater?
At the theater. This is what I'm thinking. And then Tommy gets up and pushes her.
Don't you fight?
Hold on. Tommy gets up and pushes her. I think Lev shoots an arrow at Tommy. Because that's also sneaky. Because Lev gets out of camera shot when you're Ellie, so you don't see him.
Okay.
Right? But as Abby, you know where Lev is. He's kind of behind Ellie.
That's sneaky chill.
Yeah. Tommy gets up, gets an arrow, I think. But he gets shot in the face.
Tommy?
Yes. Face shot. Headshot. Bam. Tommy gets shot in the face. Fuck. Tommy's dead, right? This is all cutscene. And Ellie bolts. Now you take control of Abby. As a player, I'm going, I gotta chase down Ellie right now? Are you fucking serious? Is this game gonna make me kill Ellie? What's going on? Right? You can't not do it. You don't want to do it.
And I saw what people did.
Again, the game forces you to fucking do it. You go down the theater, you're chasing Ellie. You find her in the back. Now you're in a boss fight with Ellie. I don't want to do this, bro. I let her kill me a couple times.
Okay, that was going to get. Well, that was.
I was like, get her, and I let Ellie stab me 4 times, and I fucking. All right, great, fantastic. You fight Ellie, you fuck her up pretty badly, like bad. At one point, Dina gets in. You fuck up Dina pretty bad too.
Yeah.
Like almost if like wrestling isn't fake, kind of like grabbing her head and bashing her on the fucking concrete. I thought she killed her. Ellie says she's pregnant. Abby stops. Lev comes in and says Abby was gonna do it. Lev saved their lives, I believe.
Yeah.
Lev was like, "Don't do it." Abby goes, "I see you. I kill you." And I'm like, okay, fuck, what the hell's going on now, right? And she walks away. Now I'm like, what's going on, right? Now you're transported to a farm, and you're Ellie now. She's got an Ellen haircut. she's got a fucking BB.
Yeah.
Which tells you Dina's fine.
Dina got an ass.
Dina got an ass, which you don't really see until that moment. I wasn't really buying their relationship. I feel like Dina was gonna go back with the Chinito.
Mm-hmm.
I forget his name. I can't call him a Chinito.
The guy.
He was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking rest in peace, Chinito. And they have a little cute moment in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
You control Ellie, and Dina wants you to put the goats away or whatever, the sheep. Ellie has an episode of PTSD with the baby. She keeps seeing Joel. This is before that. I jumped apart. So you're walking with you go get a stuffed animal at a tractor or whatever. By the time you come back to the ranch, there's a horse outside of the barn of the fucking farm. Mm-hmm. And you're like, who the fuck is this? You walk in, motherfucking Tommy's chilling. He's sitting there in the kitchen chilling.
But how?
That's what I'm saying. You got shot in the head, dog. Not in the head, in the face, in the eye. So his eye's fucked up and his leg is fucked up. Mm-hmm. He's fucked up.
Yeah. He's worse for wear.
Yeah, he's fucked up. And he gives him a map and tells Ellie that he found out where Abby is. Right?
Cali, yo.
Yeah. That's where she's going because that's where Owen was going, yada, yada, yada. This is the part where I was like, don't do it, bitch, right? You're good. Mm-hmm. You have everything. You're in a farm. You got a little chinito baby. You got your mija.
Chino?
Pues sí, güey.
Pues sí, cierto.
Dad's chino. He's fucking cute as shit, right? You got a cute little fucking baby, right? No. And then they show us one episode of PTSD where she drops a bucket or something, and she sees Joel's getting hit in the head with a club again. Mm. I wish they showed it a little bit more, because that doesn't justify, at least for me, I don't suffer from PTSD or anything. That didn't justify me enough to go after Abby again, because you lost, right? You had the battle. You lost. You surrendered. She spared you. If it wasn't for Lev, you did, right?
No baby.
So in the middle of the night, she gets up, she leaves, she has a whole conversation with Dina. It's like, I can't do this again. That's what Dina says, like, I can't handle this bullshit. And she's like, I gotta go, la verga. But I just didn't justify that. I didn't want her to go. Mm-hmm. Again, the game forcing you to do shit I didn't want her to go. She goes. That's when you take control of Abby again. That one was kind of whatever. Why? Okay, she's looking for the fireflies, and you come across this house.
They're still alive?
Well, that's what Owen was trying to get to.
Okay,
that's why they were going to Santa Fe or whatever, Santa Barbara, one of the two. And they could have cut this part out, right? But what happens is Abby and Lev find a house in the basement and a radio, and they make contact with the Catalina Island, where that's where the fireflies are at. Mm-hmm. They come out of the house, and this big fat guy and his crew basically kidnap him. He's the guy with the giant fat arms, right? But if they were to arm wrestle, I got my money on Hulkamania, right? Abimania is running around all you, though. Wait, distracting, but whatever.
No, I know. I completely get it. They get it.
The whole time, right? And that's a me thing. I don't hear nobody else complaining. I'm not a complaint. It's just it distracted me.
I really, if she didn't have the braid,
it didn't matter. Like,
no, I would have thought she was a dude because she was a Nox.
And that's what people thought. Also, with the leaks.
Yeah, when she was trans.
That she was trans.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Could be, but no. We got Lev.
I mean, his daddy's a doctor.
Yeah, could be. Like, if they pull that out of their ass, okay, that's fine.
But Neil Druckmann always says she's not.
Yeah, she's not. So this is where we get the E3 kissing scene to provide more context. Between the whole game, we're still getting flashbacks with Ellie and Joel, and Joel eventually tells Ellie what happens, and that's why she's pissed. And it's kind of insinuated that because there's this whole dope ass museum scene where you're walking around the whole museum with Ellie, and he's showing you stuff up. Yeah, that's on her birthday, and you're walking through this whole museum, and they're spending dope ass time together. There's this very dope and beautiful spaceship module capsule scene where she they get in, right, and she's got a helmet on, and Joel gives her a record, like a little cassette player, and she listens to like a takeoff of a rocket, right? And it's just a whole dope ass. It's like a fucking movie, bro. So that was cool. So yeah, they're doing all that, and Joel tells her. So it's insinuated that she hasn't talked to him really
since that.
I mean, they've talked like, "Hey, how's it like? Well, how you doing?"
Yeah, pleasantries.
Yeah, but not like intimate conversations. Their relationship was basically shattered after that. So we get the kissing scene, and we get more context and of everything that was explained before. Like he punched the old guy, la madre, yada yada yada. So now once Abby and Lev get captured by big buff guy, big fat guy, now you're taking control of Ellie again, and you go and you basically kill the fat guy. You kill his compilla.
Is it satisfying?
The fat guy?
Yeah.
No, it's whatever.
Just
it's just savage. It's very Nialcaso feels like, because I don't want to do it again. I don't want to be here. I don't want to go get Abby. Fuck her.
Simon.
And now that I know that she got captured, fuck her more. Like, what are you doing? You're wasting. You left the fucking Chinito baby home. Like, go and play with the Chinito baby.
The cute Chinito baby.
He's cute. He's gonna grow up. He's not gonna be cute no more. Nah, let's see. His daddy was fucking. Daddy was hot too. So like,
oh shit.
So you go and you basically fast forward. You basically release. You release a bunch of slaves that they basically got in their basements, and I that was cool too, because they have infected chained up in like pools and shit, and it feels very Cali like California Levels in my head playing. So you sneak around and you unleash those fuckers, and they go they make a mess, right, and you go and hide and everything. But my plans got fucked up, and I had to eventually shoot myself out of that situation because I fucked myself over.
As you do.
Yeah, but what was cool was that I had an infected alive, right? And he was chasing me. So I would run around to where the fucking bad guys were. Like, I would literally run past them. And they would have to deal with the fucker. And, like, they didn't shoot at me, right? So I was running around like a pendejo, like, and like, all right, enough with you. And, like, boom, headshot. Like, it felt like a movie. You know? Like, clean headshot, boom, he's dead. That was fucking fun and dope. So she eventually gets to where Abby and Lev are. They try to escape, so they hang them at the pillars.
Yeah.
And Abby is now, her hair is fucked up, and she lost some of her Hulkamania.
Some?
A little bit. Ellie cuts her down. And then Abby gets up and runs over to Lev and cuts him down. Lev is fucked up. So.
That's tragic.
She's like, what the fuck? Abby's like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing here? That's what I want to know. What the fuck are you still doing here? Like, it's a whole mess. So they go to the beach. It was kind of cool that the main menu is just this boat with a bunch of fog, right? This is the main menu. That's basically the location where you go at to the end.
Oh, so spoiler.
Kind of without
with
you
no
knowing.
Context,
right? So there's these two boats. Abby puts Lev on one. Ellie is about to take down the other one. She stops. She turns around. She's like, I can't let you go. You're like, oh, fuck, man. Just go, bitch. Just go. Like, we don't want to fucking fight her. She's out, and she walks up to her, turns her, throws her on the ground. She's like, I'm not going to fight you. Ellie's like, all right. Puts a knife up to Lev's neck. I'm finna cut him. Like what?
I kill all your family.
It's this fucking guy, Gailey. All right. They start to fight. I don't want to fight. But Ellie got a knife. It's kind of cheating. Slices her ass up. She's going to drown her. She's about to drown her. She sees Joel sitting on a porch playing the guitar. She stops.
Wait, that scene kind of made me cry.
Almost. So she eventually lets her go. Right? I guess her seeing Joel at the porch was kind of like Yahweh. You know? But
come on, her mind saying, I've had enough.
Yeah, it's like enough way. But as you made your trip there, just kill her.
Finish it.
Yahweh. or what? Like these whole last 3 hours were gameplay were fun, but story wise for nothing. It's kind of like what? Okay. So she lets her go.
And you're with blue balls.
A little bit, but they do. Oh, Abby bites Ellie's fingers off too.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Which is very important. So Abby and Lev set off, apparently going to Catalina. Not apparently, they're going to Catalina. And you're back at the farm. There's a shot of the fucking the nubs of her fucking fingers.
That was nasty.
Just like floating in the wind, you know, kind of weird. You go back to your farm. Everything's gone. Dina, gone. Cute ass Chinito baby, gone. Fuck. Chinito baby, gone. Go to the room. Dina put all your crap in there. She there's a record that they mentioned before, or whatever, yada yada. Pulls out the guitar. She tries to play the song that she's been playing throughout the whole game. She can't. She's missing her fucking fingers. So it sounds fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So she even lost the one thing that kind of still had her connected to Joel was the song that Joel wrote.
Yeah.
And now she can't play it. But that was because of her. Was
Joel a guitar maker or something?
Yes.
Okay.
There's also a scene. There's so much in this game that a lot of people love that. And because after he passes away, there's a bunch of notes and stuff outside of his house back in Jackson. And you go inside the house and you get to see what Joel became after the first game. So he was a guitar maker. You see all these guitars. You see a bunch of notes. You see a dope ass. You see a window into what his life was after.
Okay.
So that gives you context as to why he let Abby in and why he put his guard down or whatever. But this whole game is about revenge. Abby wants revenge on Joel because he killed her dad. And then it's all revenge and consequences. So Abby does that, which means that Ellie wants revenge for Joel. And in seeking revenge for Joel, Ellie kills Abby's friends. So now Abby, who was cool, because even though she wasn't content, she knew she got her revenge, and it wasn't enough.
Yeah,
you know, they still wanted to
do their own stuff.
They still wanted to kill Ellie and Tommy. She was like, "No, we're done. We're out of here."
That's it.
So that moment in the cabin where she's like, "We're out of here," it's kind of like she knows she wants more, but she knows that she's not gonna. She still doesn't feel happy. It didn't bring her dad back.
No, the emptiness of revenge.
Yeah, it's just the empty, which Ellie still don't get, because she's just still killing everybody. But her main goal is to kill Abby. Ellie kills Abby's friends, which sparks revenge towards Ellie by Abby, where Abby kills the Chinito and allegedly kills Tommy. Psych out switcheroo. Now Ellie is content, and it's just a vicious cycle that goes nowhere. And then Ellie wants revenge on Abby, and in trying to do that, loses her fingers. And
her family.
And her family. Well, we'll still don't. Well, that's a whole nother
on this game.
So she lost everything for revenge. So it's kind of like, as a player, we're like, it's not worth it. Quit it, you know? But the fucking game forces you to do it. That's all Ellie knows. So if they would have made the PTSD thing even more uncomfortable instead of just that one thing, because she says it, I haven't been able to eat, I haven't been able to sleep.
But you don't see it really.
But you don't feel it. And the game's a lot about a feeling. So if they would have tortured us a little bit more, like, okay, fuck, like, you almost killed the baby. Like, don't fuck with the Chinito baby, son. No. That's MVP right there. Don't fuck with the Chinito baby. If you would have, like, done something where, like, hold a fucking knife up to the Chinito baby's neck.
You shit yourself.
Oh, shit, you almost fucking killed Chinito baby. Bitch, like, fix yourself, you know? That would have been better. So after you finish that, Ellie tries to play their song. She can't. But then you see Ellie. You see the shot of the guitar, and behind the guitar you see like the pasture they have, and you see Ellie walking away. There's a lot of spark online. Where's she going? She going back to Jackson?
That's very like nostalgic and melancholic and shit.
Yeah, is she going back to Jackson where she thinks Dina is, or is she just gonna go fuck all and do her own thing? Mm-hmm. I saw it as she was going back to Jackson.
Okay.
A lot of people saw it that she was gonna go and take her L, because she's also very young. She's only 21 at this point. She's not like crazy old, like decrepit old lady.
I know. I thought she was 25-ish, 26.
No, wasn't that young because
old Joel looked way older.
Like all she did was get a different haircut. Like she cut her hair. Like it wasn't that. Like it's 9 months. Like look at the baby.
Oh no! I thought the game.
Yeah, no. Like, just go by the Chinito Baby. Chinito Baby MVP. Just look at the Chinito MVP. Whatever you want. Just look at the Chinito MVP, bro. Fuck. It's like a year ago. Yeah. I think they say a year or two later.
Mm-hmm. Chinito Baby, though.
Chinito Baby MVP. So, yeah, this game is a roller coaster for sure. I'm over an hour talking about it already, and I'm still not satisfied. Damn. We're talking about it because there's so much to it to unpack. And like I've seen a podcast, I'm on podcasts trying to unpack it. There's so much
like vicariously trying to do it.
Yeah, there's just so much on this game that if you don't think video game was art, you can go suck a fat one, because art is supposed to entice and spark conversation, and that's exactly what this game did.
And feelings, most of all.
There's a lot of feeling, bro. It was heavy. Like I finished that shit probably Wednesday, I think. Wednesday or Tuesday. And I'm still like decompressing it. Like I can't, it's hard for me just to jump on something or watch anything right now. And I'm decompressing. I can definitely see this shit. I can definitely see the show succeeding because there's so much there. It felt like a hybrid. It didn't feel like a pure video game. Pure video game. It was like a movie / series / game / comic book / everything.
But it didn't feel like a Hideo Kojima game.
No.
That shit, goddamn.
But I think there is 7 hours worth of cutscenes, I think, in this thing.
I don't remember what they said on the podcast that time.
It was a lot. Like
yeah.
like 5, between 5 and 7, I want to say.
More than 5.
More than I thought there was. Because they blend it so much and you want to know what the hell's going on, that it's not filler either. Mm-mm. You play the filler, which is weird. What you're playing feels like filler, very much. Mm-hmm. But then you'll have these breakup of like cool moments. You have a callback to the giraffe with a fucking dinosaur. Like, wow, what the fuck? Like, it's cool. It's dope. Definitely check it out. Anything else, bro?
I want to experience it someday.
You could. You can. You will. I don't know how much the experience is tarnished with after I fucking.
No, I mean, story-wise, obviously, because I spoiled myself from the get-go. But the way to play, the decisions I make while playing, that's the thing I wanna live.
It's great. It's definitely amazing. If you haven't played it or thinking about playing it, play it.
Yeah, make an opinion of yourself.
Yeah, formulate it. That's the whole thing. That people, especially now, especially in the U.S., because we're down here in TJ, that's where we're at. So that's why our feelings and thoughts and are different than the culture over there. Because if I have a thought or an opinion or a feeling, right, it's very hard over there for people to change that. They're married to their feelings. They're married to their thoughts. They're married to their opinions. If you are that, you are a fucking robot. I am a human being.
Yeah.
I can feel one thing right now, and my feeling tomorrow could be 150,000% different. And that is okay.
Yeah, because that's what makes us human.
I'm open-minded enough that I can have my mind changed on pretty much anything. Mm-hmm. Okay? A lot of people, especially in politics, are not.
How they do.
I don't know. So the fact that that bleeds into video games to like, no, you killed Joel. No, I can't get over it. Well, finish the game. There's a different side. There's a different opinion. There's a different perspective on why he had to die. Joel, in Abby's eyes, is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He killed her dad. What would you do if someone kills your dad?
Same thing.
I don't know about you, but me,
Take a second.
I'd be like, yo, somebody gotta die.
Yeah.
Right?
You see my mom, though.
Okay, your mom. Anybody. It could be somebody that
you hold dear.
Joel was the only thing Ellie had, right? So we come back. I think I skipped about the whole porch part, which made it sad with the cutscenes, with the flashbacks. That in the flashback, all the way at the end, you see Ellie trying to mend her relationship with Joel. This is the night before he dies, right?
Yeah.
And you see the potential of her like getting over it and trying to start to repair the relationship that was broken because she puts out her whole feelings like, you should have let me die back in the first game because my life would have had a purpose then, you know? And she feel like Joel took that from him. But then Joel goes, if the Lord gave me the power to do that again, I would do it all over again.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I love you and I'm not going to let you fucking die. He already experienced it with his daughter.
And you saw that love come to fruition throughout the first game.
Yeah.
You live it with Joel.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you like Ellie from the get-go when she says fuck.
Yeah. And Ellie is very vulgar. Ellie is very ignorant almost, because they say people who use a lot of bad words don't have the vocabulary or not smart enough to use other words, so they use
yours truly,
us, right? That's basically the Geeks, Looks, and Joysticks podcast. I just said fucking chinito a bunch of times. So you get the sense that Ellie is kind of dumb or not mature enough, which also makes sense, because then you go to Abby, who has matured, has endured the loss of her dad, accepted that, and let Ellie walk away. In turn, that's what Ellie did too. So it took it took a while.
Yeah, and for Ellie, the toll was way bigger, I think.
Yeah,
because she had to experience everything Abby already did.
But we also experience it as Abby, though. Oh no,
yeah, but the age-wise and maturity-wise.
But she's a daughter of a doctor, so I feel like that comes into play with what I'm saying with the maturity, with the intelligence. A thing that I would have liked to see from the game was what's up with Ellie's mom. Like, we get nothing on that. We don't get much on the fact that she's immune, right? Why is she immune? How is she immune?
By this point, it doesn't matter. Actually, you can't do anything with that.
But they didn't. But the fact that they didn't do anything with it.
Didn't Ellie bite Abby in a couple of times?
I don't think so.
Because I think I saw a video. I think it was just like a defense thing. But
she can't get it. She can't give it. She can't pass the immunity to Abby.
No, not the immunity. The infection.
Oh.
I mean, you're immune, but you still have the infection in you.
I think she did bite her. Because I remember saying bite her when she bit her.
But what's up with that? I mean, that's like a plot, maybe a plot hole. I don't know. But it's done if you.
But I think she bites her in the first one, in the first battle.
Yeah, they usually turn in 2-3 days, depending on what.
Right, but when Ellie bites her, allegedly, she doesn't have the infection.
Does she?
I don't know. If you're bit once, do you have the infection forever? Or because she's immune, her antibodies are fighting against the infection, therefore curing the infection in her? Because when she fights her again, she gets bitten when she kills the big fat guy. She gets bitten right there. So everybody sees she's bitten, she's infected. I don't remember she bites Abby then.
But Abby bit her fingers off.
Okay.
She ate her blood.
True.
So
she spit it out.
Well, yeah, but you still.
And then her head was dunked in the, so maybe she rinsed it out with salt water. Don't know.
We're not doctors.
But when there was a moment in the weed part when Ellie's with Dina and they find the whole weed farm, which was cool. And there was porn that they found entitled Smash Brandy's Cooch.
Damn, that feels
Crash
so
Bandicoot. That's the Easter egg cover.
So yeah, but
hilarious. It's hilarious. She says to Dina, because she reveals the fact that she's immune, she says, "Don't worry, I can't transmit it to you."
Oh.
So that's why I'm like, I don't think she can.
Okay. That makes sense.
Naughty Dog cover their bases, bro. Completely.
Yeah. It's this game is strange because I heard so many bad things about it that I kind of started believing him.
Mm-hmm.
But then I saw the podcast, what was it? Play, watch, listen.
Mm-hmm.
And they were praising it and I was like, well, clicked. It was like, yeah.
But also,
the game is perfect in any other way.
I don't know about perfect.
Well, yeah.
How much do you value story, though?
Well,
how much do you value story? It's like, if you disagree with a story, no matter how well written it is, does it make it is it a good story or is it a bad story? That's the conflict.
Mm-hmm.
That's where people's opinions and feelings filter in reviews.
Yeah.
Because critics were saying it's a 10 out of 10, and users were like, no, it's a 5 out of 10.
But then it comes with the art thing. I mean, art is in the eye of the beholder. So I can, for example, these guys that make games, they want to tell you their story.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't like the story, well, tough titty.
That's the
story.
story.
You don't like it. Yeah, that's the story. If you want to change it, and that's what I heard on this podcast, that when they changed the Mass Effect Andromeda ending, I heard that it was better in the way that it was stronger, it was tight, it was whatever.
Andromeda or the third one?
I don't know. Which one they changed?
The third one.
That one. I haven't played them.
The third one when the third one came out, the ending was, but then as DLC, they like allegedly fixed it.
Did they fix it?
I didn't play it.
Okay.
But, I mean, I don't think anyone's saying that the Last of Us series sucks balls, but it's like, I didn't feel no betrayal. I didn't feel no disrespect towards Joel. I didn't feel none of that. I didn't feel no shortcuts. I didn't feel anything. Neil Druckmann said, it's like, where are you going to go with the story? Joel's story is done.
Yeah.
So we don't need him. So what's going to spark enough motivation for the player and Ellie to go out and do something? Kill Joel. You have to. You have to.
It's the logical move. You
just have to. What are you going to do? Like, okay, you're just going to, sit in Jack's? Like, that's why I was like, okay, maybe he kills the girlfriend. He killed Dina. That's what I was thinking. Because the marketing was like, no, Joel's there. He saves her. Like, oh, shit, But it's just weird. We just follow these characters and feel ownership over them. And once we don't like where they're going, fuck you. It's like, well, you can feel like that, but also don't dismiss
the whole game,
all these hours that you've put into liking it, and just because you disagree with one little thing, it's like the biggest thing unanimously, and I'm looking at the poster now, is the fucking Game of Thrones ending, right? That just felt like a complete betrayal.
Yeah,
we didn't buy what was going on. We didn't like what was going on. I don't think that's this.
No.
People are just in love with this character. They did not want to see them die, and that's it. It's not a betrayal to the story. Game of Thrones is like, it doesn't feel like Khaleesi would burn down the fucking city like that. That feels like a betrayal towards that character. This is not that.
No, but Joe had it coming.
He did, because he that's only one of the things he's done. We don't even know what he did prior to that.
Well, in the first one, like in the ambush scene, like, how do you know? Well, I was part of those ambushes. I'm like, oh shit, he's done some stuff.
He's lived a life. He's done some shit.
Yeah.
So, I guess my point, and I guess the point of the game, is also like, try to be open-minded. Don't get married to your opinion. These are my opinions. These are my thoughts. These are my feelings. But if someone comes and tries to explain it, I'm open-minded enough to be like, all right, I see where you're coming from. I'm not going to dismiss the art that you just presented. My feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid. But you can change my mind and be like, all right, I see why you did that. I see why you went there.
Or maybe not change your mind, but just understand where it comes from.
Not set it on fire, which was what I feel like people were doing. It was just so divisive. It's like, whoa, shit. That's just, I feel like the fandom mentality that's the part I don't like.
Yeah.
When it becomes toxic.
Yeah, fans become snobs, and that's the worst type of thing you can become.
And it's all because of entitlement. Again, they feel entitled to things. I don't feel entitled to Joel. I feel like I was along the ride of Joel's ride. I was along for Joel's ride. It's their story. It's not my story. I played it. I'm the conductor of it, but I'm just reading the music off the page. It's not my music. I didn't put this shit together. I'm just following the ride.
Just like music. Here's a song. You don't like it? Don't listen to it. Whatever. You listen to it. You don't like it. Don't do it again. You watch the movie. It was shit. You gonna watch it again? I had to because of a bed and I fell asleep. But I mean, you don't have to do it again. Again, okay. Granted, the game is 30-something hours of your life. You don't like it, okay? But you experience stuff, so you can't just, like you said, throw it out the window, make it invalid. So you have to. Now that I can do some stuff like that, it baffles me that people just can't accept what they feel and just have to like blow up.
I have a problem with blowing up either, but in this specific instance, they're calling the game trash. They're saying that it's a 5 out of 10. But it's not. No. It's a masterpiece, and I have issues with the story, but I don't control the story. But it's a well-told story. There are some holes that are like, why you do this? Da, 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 da. But the fact that the game made you fucking try to analyze and detail all this other shit. Why did she do this? Why did you do that? That's not a 5 out of 10.
And the fact that you kept playing.
Well, some people have to.
No, I mean, even though, for example, in this case, you kept playing.
Well, I spent my money.
Oh,
I'm gonna try to sponge every fucking cent out of it.
Oh, fuck yeah, totally. But
I just want to see where this is going.
Yeah, but even though you didn't want to, you did it.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to fight Ellie. I didn't want to fight Abby. I didn't want to do those things. And that's the brilliance of the game. It forces you to do things. There's this one dog you have to kill. I don't want to do it. That's Abby's friend's dog.
The one you play with.
You're playing with him. I forgot I fucking killed that dog until I walk back in the aquarium and I see them dead. I see the dog dead. I'm like, oh, fuck, I killed Alice. And the other one is Bear. I blew Bear up. I set a mine for that fucker because they follow you. So I just put undercover. I put a fucking mine right towards my scent, and I turn around and I run away. Bear blew up like a fucking.
Fourth of July shit.
Yes. Bear blew the fuck up, like bad.
Damn.
I didn't like it, but I had to fucking do it. He was gonna buy me way. But yeah, play it for yourself. Establish an opinion. Let us know what you think.
You do you.
You do you. Always and forever, you do you. I ranted. I feel like I had to rant. I'm sorry. This is basically a whole podcast. I went 1 hour and 20 on this shit. I had to. I'm sorry. This is what this platform is for. It's for me to rant. I didn't even rant that much, but yeah.
We talked.
If you still listen to this, I fucking love you. If you made it this far, please just put your name down there, and I'll investigate, and I'll suck you. I'll suck you for views, huh?
What?
Okay. Always a forever you do you. Bye.
The fuck?
I don't know.